Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today it's a physics lesson. Today we'll learn about heat and temperature. So without wasting much time, let's get into the chapter very quick. So heat. So what do you understand by heat? So basically heat is anything that is Heat is anything that is transferable. So now you may ask, how does heat transfer? How heat transfers? So let me take one example. Now see, this one boy, his temperature is he is very hot, and there's one boy who has a normal temperature. So now when the boy touches the other boy who has a normal temperature, what happens? The heat in the body of the first boy will get transferred into the second boy's body. So first you may feel very hot. After that you will feel that you will be normal. So heat gets transferred like that. In order for two bodies to stay in thermal equilibrium, which is the temperatures should be equal in the body of the body. So now the SI unit for heat is joule, or which can be written as J also. So this is what is heat. So under heat there are many features. So let's discuss them in the other videos. Now just we'll move on. So heat is divided into two types. One is thermometry, which is related to temperature, and another is calorimetry. So in this video we'll be focusing more on thermometry, which is nothing but temperature. So it's related to temperature. Now thermometry. So now first let's talk what temperature is. Now what do you mean by temperature? Temperature shows how much heat is there. Heat is present in a person's body. For example, the temperature rises when we get a fever, which is rises when we get the fever. So then our body feels hot. So temperature is the measure of how much heat is present in a person's body. The normal human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the temperature of a human body. Now as we define what is temperatures, now we will learn about types of thermometers. But before we go on to the types of thermometers, let's study what a thermometer means. So basically a thermometer is an instrument used for measuring or by indicating temperature. So basically we'll show how a thermometer looks like. So now you can see in the figure, this is one of the type of a thermometer. It is known as a clinical thermometer. But just I want to show you a figure of thermometer, so I took an example of a clinical thermometer. So let's identify what are the features of a thermometer. So as you can see, one glass tube like is there here, where there's one black liquid that is known as, let's go very easy. So now you can see here one tube is there now in a thermometer. So basically that tube is because in order for the liquid to expand. Now we will say like this. Now in case we are measuring the body temperature of yours. So when we put the thermometer, you can the liquid here shows the certain temperature of your body. So that liquid can be mercury or alcohol. So basically we prefer mercury because it's a metal and it expands when heat is added to it. So when we check your body temperature, the mercury from the bulb flows through this tube and shows the respective temperature of your body. So this is one feature of a thermometer. Now here you can see 37 is marked in red. Why it is? It is because the 37 is the human body temperature. Is the human body temperature. That's why it's marked as red. Now whatever this glass one we are talking now, that is known as that's actually known as the bulb of the thermometer. So these are some features of a thermometer. And normally thermometer does not only contain the Celsius scale, they even contain the Fahrenheit scale also. This you learn more in temperature. So let's move on to the types of thermometers. So moving on to the types of thermometers, we basically have two types of thermometers. One is the clinical thermometer and another is the laboratory thermometer. So now let's define them. So a clinical thermometer is basically used in hospitals. You would see when you get a fever, when you go to a hospital, doctors use a clinical thermometer in order to measure your body temperature. So now I have a question for you. Now clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometers are two types of thermometers now. So now, as I said, when we go into the hospitals, they use a clinical thermometer in order to check our body temperature. But why don't they use a laboratory thermometer? So the answer for this question is very easy actually. So now let's see. Now as I was about to say in the features of thermometer, in a clinical thermometer there's something known as kink. And in laboratory thermometer there's no kink. So basically the function of kink is to prevent the backward flow of the liquid present in the thermometer. So now why we use clinical thermometers is that the kink in the clinical thermometer stops the backward flow of mercury. This gives us the accurate temperature, but in laboratory there is no kink present. This means that the liquid flows down into the bulb again. So this is why we use clinical thermometer instead of a laboratory thermometer. So now, as you got what are the two types of thermometers, so let's move on to the differences between the two types of thermometers. So, while moving on to the differences between the two types of thermometers, so let's go. In clinical, there's a kink in order to stop the backward flow of the liquid. But in laboratory, there's no kink. So that's it. Now, for in the second difference, mostly in clinical we use the liquid mercury, but in laboratory we use alcohol. Clinical checks only body temperature, checks temperature of any substance. Then a clinical will have a scale between 36 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. But in a laboratory it starts from minus 10 degrees Celsius to so much, to 60 degrees Celsius. You can think. Then so these are some of the differences between a clinical and a laboratory thermometer. So now let's move on. So now let's talk about temperature scale. As you know, we have 3 units for measuring temperature. They are degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So these are the 3 units for measuring temperature. So now let's go to the LFP and UFP. LFP means low fixed point and UFP means upper fixed point. So lower fixed point generally means melting point and upper fixed point means boiling point. So for Celsius scale, the lower fixed point will be 0 degrees Celsius because it's the melting point of water. In the upper fixed point will be 100 degrees Celsius. This is the boiling point of water. In Fahrenheit, lower fixed point will be 32 degree Fahrenheit. In Fahrenheit, upper fixed point will be 212 degree Fahrenheit. And Kelvin will be, lower fixed point will be 273 K and upper fixed point will be 373 K. So in each case, for dividing the thermal scale, the number of divisions required in each. For Celsius, it is 100. Fahrenheit 180 and Kelvin it is 100 again. So these are the number of divisions required for making the scale. So now let's move on to conversions. So what the conversions means, how to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit into Kelvin, Kelvin into Celsius, Celsius into Kelvin and etc. So we will know some conversions. So now how will we do it? So for Celsius it will be C by 5. How did I derive it? So I'll show. So x minus LFB by UFB minus LFB is constant. So due to this, I derived the formula for Celsius. So how will get Celsius? So H is nothing but Celsius minus lower fixed point in Celsius is 0 by 100 minus 0. So we'll get C by 100. In similar way, for Fahrenheit, we will get like this. F minus 32 is the lower fixed point by 212 minus 32, which is nothing but 180. For Kelvin also, K minus 273 by 100. According to the same formula. So this means C minus 0 by 100 equals F minus 32 by 180 equals K minus 273 by 100. So if you take common in everything, 5 will we can take in everything common as 20. So we'll get here 5, here we'll get 9, here we'll get 5. So C by 5 is equal to F minus 32 by 9 equals K minus 273 by 5. So this is everything equal. Now conversions. Now for converting Fahrenheit in Celsius to Fahrenheit, which is use the formula F minus 32 by 9 equals C by 5. Crease cross. If we crease cross, we'll get 9C equals 5 of F minus 32. So 9C equals 5F minus 160. So like that, if we do, we will get C equals 5F minus 160 by 9. So I think it's a mistake, but we'll directly write the formula for the question. So remember this, to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit, you should use the formula 9 by 5 into C plus 32. For F equals C, you should use 5 by 9 of F minus 32. Then for Kelvin, to convert from Celsius to Kelvin, you should use the formula C plus 273 and K is equal to C, K minus 273. And for converting Fahrenheit, Kelvin to Fahrenheit, you should use 9 by 5 into C into K minus 273 plus 32. Like that, for Kelvin to Fahrenheit, you should use 5 by 9. Fahrenheit to Kelvin, you should use F minus 32 plus 273. So these are the formulas for the given problems. So now let's move on to some numericals based on temperature. So the temperature of a certain place is 15 degrees Celsius. So convert it into Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So the answer for this question is very easy. You should use like this. So as I said, what is the formula for converting into Fahrenheit? 9 by 5 or C plus 32. That equals 9 by 5 into 15 plus 32. So if you add this, how much you will get? Answer 15 plus. Okay, so just cut 3 plus 3 nines are 27. 27 plus 32, 59 degrees Fahrenheit is the answer for this question. So the answer for this question is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the same way for Kelvin. What's the Kelvin formula? C plus 273. That equals 15 plus 273. That equals 288 Kelvin. So this is our first numerical. So I'll give you another and then I'll give you some homework and give you another question and you will get how to do it. So the temperature of a certain place is 29 degrees Celsius. Or 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert it into Kelvin and Celsius. So the answer for this question is very easy. First, let's convert it into Celsius. It will be converting as 5 by 9 into F minus 32. That equals 5 by 9 into 29 minus 32. Just subtract this. 5 into minus 3, minus 15 you will get. This if you do, you will get minus 3. Minus 15 by 9. How much? Minus 1.6 degrees Celsius is the answer. So the answer for that question is minus 1.6 degree Celsius. Now, how will you convert Fahrenheit into Kelvin? Now, to convert Fahrenheit into Kelvin, you should use the formula 5 by 9 into F minus 32, minus 32 plus 273. So 5 by 9 into 29 minus 32 as it is minus 3 plus 273. So 5 by 9 into 270. It's 150 Kelvin is the answer for this. So thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and you will get many more videos on this channel. So thank you for watching.